What's up, everyone? My apologies. I know the sound wasn't working on my Google Hangout on air. So what I'm doing is shooting these quick 2 to 3 minute videos answering a couple of questions. I want to make sure within these 30 minutes I still give you answers to your questions like I promised. All right, so the first question came, and it was one question I have is my 15-year-old daughter continues to struggle with what I think is an IT band issue from running. She stretches a lot, does a lot of squats and other stuff, but has had to stop running due to the nagging pain. I tried to get her to do the roller, but it was hurting so bad she pretty much gave up on that. Any words of encouragement would be appreciated. Wisdom mixed in with the message for a 15-year-old will be received well. All right. So number one, overuse injury, right? So that typically is one of the major reasons why the IT band could be tight and or hurts, right? So that IT band runs from the top of your hip to the lateral portion of your knee, right? And so if you continue to do the same movement, try stepping back from maybe running for a day or two and icing it and massaging that area. If it doesn't feel better, okay, maybe it's a different issue. Researchers at Stanford have actually shown that uh, people who get IT band, overuse or tightness, typically have weak hips. So focus on strengthening the hips. That could be another thing, right? Because I don't, I can't see your daughter in front of me, and I don't know how her body moves and mechanics. So it's kind of hard to tell. But I'm just kind of giving you some of the top reasons why the IT band could be hurt. So maybe focus on strengthening the hips. Clamshells. If you look up that exercise, is a great exercise to do to strengthen the hips. You think about as a student, she's probably sitting down a lot throughout the day, and just like us, if you're in a desk or in an office, you're hunched over, your hip flexors are tight, your knees are bent in a 90-degree angle, and when you're in that position for so long, it gets tight and knotted up. And so, can you imagine how much your hips need to be strengthened during that moment? Number three was poor running form. So that could also be an issue. Is if your running mechanics is not efficient and you're not moving well, you can waste movement, right? So like if I'm swinging my arms as I'm running, you're just asking for injury. If I have tightness in my shoulders, do you know that even tightness in your shoulders can help, can actually prevent you from running more efficiently, right? Because if my shoulders are tight, I'm sitting here running, I'm bunched up, but I'm not relaxed. So maybe going to an exercise physiologist or I think Run Techs here in Austin. Actually, I don't know if they're not here in Austin anymore, but you go to like a running store. They actually can check your running gait and see how you run to see if you're striking the ground properly. Torso's erect, and where we can find areas to strengthen, your core so that you don't waste movement. And then lastly, I check orthotics, right? So your shoes, if there's issues with your feet, then that could affect how you run, or pain in your ankle, pain in your knee, pain in your hips. Remember, your body's a chain, and so it's going to act as such, all right?